Yo, what's up guys? Welcome to another video from Scottish Jokes. It's me, Scottish. I don't know what I'm doing today. I think I'm talking about Blu-rays. Is it Blu-rays? Oh yes, just a handful of Blu-rays. Yeah, just a few. Let's get started, shall we? Well, what do we have here? We have one of my favourite horror movies, even though it's not technically a horror, it's actually more of a black comedy if you ask me. We have Cabin in the Woods. Now, I got this movie on DVD because I missed the opportunity of going to see it at the cinema. I thought it was so awesome, I went out and bought it on Blu-ray because there's one scene in the movie that is just so mind-bogglingly great looking, it's worth watching it in Blu-ray. Now, the special features, they're okay. You've got some of where a lot of the inspiration behind the monsters came from. Anyone knows what I'm talking about. You know, when they're in the elevator going down, all the stuff you see, they kind of go through a lot talking about that, and it is pretty damn good. But the other special features are pretty much basic stuff that I already saw in the basic DVD. So yeah, it's pretty damn good because this I actually got with several other ones. It was like a 3 for 20 quid. I thought it was absolutely awesome. Well, we're actually going through most of the ones we're going through. I actually got for 3 for 20 bucks. Okay, next movie, and yes, I just threw a Blurry. Well, we got Total Recall, not the original sadly, the remake. Now the remake, in my opinion, was pretty good looking, but a lot of the stuff for me is like, you've taken a lot of the elements out that made the classic original so good, and it's like, it was okay. The special features in this though, oh, they're pretty good. You've got an alternative ending. You've got 20 minutes of unseen footage. It's pretty damn good. The movie itself, it's good. You know, it's definitely, if you just want to watch a good action movie, you get this on Blu-ray. It's pretty damn good for its action scenes. And Colin Farrell, I kind of like him now because of this movie. So, that's one. Let's go on to the next one, shall we? We've got District 9 now. Oh dear lordy lordy. Oh, I wanted to get this on Blu-ray for such a long period of time. This one I didn't actually get for 3 for 20 quid. I actually got this on its own, it was like $5. It's kind of awesome. It's been out for a while. This is actually one of my favourite movies ever. And if I ever eventually get around to putting out that top 10 movies that I love more than any other movies, this will probably be on it. Now the Blu-ray itself, the features aren't, they're not great, they're not something that's mind-blowing, they're not something insane. You've got, obviously you've got your deleted scenes, you've got your commentaries, blah 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 blah. I got this on Blu-ray simply because I love the special effects in it and it just makes that look that much better. So, and besides, you've got something with Neil Blomkamp there. Meh. Meh. Okay, next movie, and that one just fell on the floor. What do we have here? We've got Battle Los Angeles. It's a pretty damn good movie. This movie I didn't see in the cinema because I thought it was going to be one of those over-the-top flashy and insanely expensive made movies that pretty much doesn't actually meet any expectations, doesn't really tell a story. Wow, was I wrong when I got this on Blu-ray. Didn't see it on DVD, didn't see any of that. This movie is freaking awesome. It's one of those movies where you watch it and you just feel so compelled for these guys to make it through whatever the hell they're doing. You know, basically aliens are invaded, these guys are going to go kick some ass. Now, it's kind of like Skyline in a sense, where they're kind of very overwhelmed at the start, they don't really know what's going on, they're pretty much getting fucked up. But yeah, it's pretty damn good, this movie. Definitely worth getting on Blu-ray. If you haven't seen the movie, I wouldn't bother with DVD, get it on Blu-ray. It's, oh, you actually feel like you're there. When I watched this I was like, you know, I wanted to hide under my bed. I was like, I don't want to shoot the aliens, they're scary. Yeah, the special features in this, if you want to visit LA, it's probably the only reason I would get this for the special features, but it's worth getting it for the movie on its own. I picked this up for $6.99. You know, picking up any Blu-ray for such a cheap amount is pretty damn good. Okay, next movie. Okie dokie, now we're talking about one of the great, or what I think is one of the best action movies in the last 10 years. Taken! It's absolutely great. The only big mistake is, I got Taken 2 as well. Now, let's talk about them one at a time. Taken. Never seen it. Well, I had seen the Family Guy parody of it and I thought, you know what, I'm actually going to buy this since it's on offer. 3 for 20, can't complain. and I was blown away by how good the action sequences were. Yeah, Blu-ray doesn't make it that much better looking, and the special features, they're not that great, but this movie's been out for so long, you'll pick it up for a bargain. I certainly did. Looking back at it, I think I'd rather have got on DVD, but like I said, bargain, can't really complain. Now, Taken 2 on the other hand, just seemed to be the exact same story. The only difference being instead of his daughter getting taken, him and his wife are taken and he needs his daughter to save him, and pretty much after that, I don't really remember much because it was kind of that, well, boring, in all honesty. I know there's a fight in like a shower room or a shower building where you take showers or something like that, and he kills a guy by just shoving his head into something. It was kind of anticlimactic. Wouldn't recommend getting this at all. I've seen it once, I'll probably never see it again and stop sliding out from the bottom here. Okay, next movie. Get to the chopper! That's my Arnold Schwarzenegger impression. I think it kinda sucks. I think I need to work on it. The Last Stand. Arnold Schwarzenegger, Johnny Knoxville and Forrest Whitaker. You think that's going to be an awesome cast? I don't understand why this movie was such a flop. You know, you've got 3 guys. Fair enough, they're not the greatest actors ever, but that's not what I wanted. I didn't want a great story, I wanted some mind-blowing action sequences. And guess what? I got it, you know? Obviously, Forrest Whitaker, he's kind of a background character. Johnny Knoxville, you only see him in like 2 scenes. Well, you see him for like the last 20 minutes and like 5 minutes prior in the movie. To that. And Arnold Schwarzenegger, he's not as witty or anything like that. Got this movie on DVD. Saw it, thought it was great. Saw it on Blu-ray, thought, I'm gonna pick this up. The special features are the exact same as the DVD, believe it or not. I can't really tell the difference. I don't think I have my DVD actually here with me. Probably should have done that. So yeah, it's, you know, I love this movie. I don't know why it didn't come out in the cinema here in the UK. I was a little disappointed myself. So yeah, kinda expected that to be on cinema, and I probably would have watched that as well because I love Arnold Schwarzenegger. He's awesome. Okay, the final movie now is the climax of our experience. I think that's the word I was looking for. Okay, it's one of my highest rated movies that's came out in the last few years, and yet most people have never even watched it, and majority haven't even heard of it. But people that are like myself will definitely know the movie I'm talking about. We're talking about Dredd. And it says 3D on this. I don't think it actually is 3D. You won't believe it or not, it actually is a 3D Blu-ray. Just noticed that just now. But then again, I don't exactly have a 3D TV. In fact, I don't even have a massive TV. So, Dredd, what is it about? Well, it's pretty simple. It's Dredd, but a much better make of the original. Because Sylvester Stallone, he had the chin for it, that's all we can really say. Karl Urban, on the other hand, was absolutely awesome in this movie. He nailed the character down to a fucking D for Dredd. I honestly can't recommend getting this movie on Blu-ray enough. You know, I was given the choice of DVD, Blu-ray, they were near enough the exact same price. I think it was like a quid more. And I was like, you know what, I'm getting Dredd on Blu-ray because it's freaking awesome. Saw this movie in the cinema, loved it, except there was only like 2 other people with me. The special features, I don't think that, oh wait, there we are. Oh yeah. I haven't actually watched this movie for a while. The special features are, yeah, they're alright. There's obviously a lot of discussing obviously about the drug slow-mo that's actually in the movie, which I don't remember from the comics, but someone probably won't recognise it. But that's one thing I would recommend. If you do love the Dredd comics and you haven't watched this, you don't know the comics. This thing is nailed down to a T. It's absolutely brilliant compared to the comics. I just can't recommend it enough. You know, it's absolutely great. Yes. So, that's all the movies we're talking about. Let's have a quick conclusion, shall we? So, that's kind of all the Blu-rays I have just now. I actually plan on getting a lot more over the next few days. Obviously, a massive shout out to the Flick Pick. I will put a link to his channel below. He actually kind of inspired me to kind of show off all the Blu-rays, because let's face it, Blu-rays are awesome. They're the way with the future. They're absolutely awesome. Considering I didn't really have one, or I didn't have Blu-rays, simply because of the fact I didn't have a Blu-ray player until I got myself an Xbox One, and I was like, yeah, let's do that. and he's just so passionate about DVDs and movies. And I know this channel wasn't originally designed for this, it was kind of designed for comedy, but I love movies. Yeah, the movies are kind of you're going to see less of them throughout this channel, but yeah. So, if you like this series of videos, please let me know in the comment section below. Thumb it up if you like it, obviously. Don't forget to subscribe if you think it's awesome and you love your life. Because if you don't subscribe, you don't love your life. You don't love me. I joke, of course. I joke. I love everyone equally. If you don't want to subscribe, that's perfectly awesome. I kinda suck on YouTube anyway. But I still make these videos because I have a burning passion for it. And don't worry, no Blu-rays were actually harmed in the making of this video. I'm Scottish from Scottish Jokes, and always remember to keep your hat on. Catch you later, guys.